Deshaun Watson, if he does go to Miami, will already be there starting. And I guess
it's crazy, too, what John McClain said. Like, it's been all quiet on the legal front.
Yeah.
And Miami wouldn't.
Which leads anybody to believe there's a settlement coming. Hey, guess what, Stephen Ross? A settlement's coming. All the civil cases will be done. But Deshaun Watson has said he doesn't want any NDAs. There's no non-disclosure. He wants everything out there.
Right.
And so I don't know, because.
But even too quiet, like on the NFL possibly suspended
there's
front.
Nothing happening on that front criminally to cause the NFL to act. Now, others have been not charged criminally and wound up on the commissioner's exempt list, and that's why I asked John McClain if the reason why, in his estimation, that the commissioner hasn't acted to put him on the commissioner's exempt list is because he's allowing the Texans to put him on the Texans exempt list. Because Deshaun's put the Texans on the Deshaun exempt list. So there's no reason to utilize a commissioner's exempt list because those, as you know, they're rare and they're all used as precedents. I don't know why he hasn't shown up there. I would disagree with John respectfully because, again, he has been covering the NFL since Ken Stabler was studying his playbook by the light of a jukebox, and that was Bum Phillips' playbook. So he has forgotten more football than I've even covered in the 18 years there. I don't know if Stephen Ross gets an answer if he calls up Roger Goodell and says, what are you going to do? I'm about to trade for this guy. Can you give me any assurances? Exactly. I don't think Roger Goodell gives anybody. And just because Roger works for him, ask how that worked out with Kraft and the Benson family and any of these suspensions that have happened. Dallas and
Pittsburgh. It happens.
So I think this is going to be just a let's roll the dice. I don't know what the commissioner is going to do, but let's get him now because at some point we're going to be through all that. Mm-hmm. They don't want Tua anyway.
Right. Seems that way.
And let's play football the rest of this year, and that would be the Texans' best scenario, is they get rid of him and the Dolphins are frozen at 1-4 wins because of the way that they're playing.
Yeah.
And they get a draft choice in that top what have you.
Yeah, absolutely, for this year.
But it's all speculation. All of it's speculation, and all of it kind of we are just ignoring the fact that Watson may deserve the punishment that would come to him.
Yeah, he might deserve to get suspended even for the whole year.
Right.
So weird.
So that's why I'm kind of surprised there's going to be a trade in the middle of the season, and the only reason why anybody would do that is that they want to get cents on a very expensive, high-priced dollar.
Mm-hmm. And then the Tua of it all, like the rumor of a three-team deal. Yeah, exactly. Like
that you just did. That's the other thing,
and Washington, who really doesn't have a quarterback, they wouldn't take him on either.
Well, it's the middle of a season. There is still some sort of up to speed.
I know, but I thought he looked pretty good.
He found Waddle twice, and he threw an awful pick. And at times, it just seems like they're in quicksand, that they should be blowing an opponent out. They're not. And once again, it's like, look who we could have had and what he's doing in year 2, and we're struggling with this kid, and his arm isn't this, and he's not that, and you're ditching him already.
He's only had 12 starts.
Leads me to believe there might have not have been consensus on him in the room when they drafted him.
Yeah.
So if I'm Tua, I want out now. I would just want out. Find me another spot where somebody wants me and that coach is going to be there and I get some sort of treatment that I'm not getting here. With a dual offensive coordinator and then a quarterback coach who speaks to me. And then
full Ben Simmons?
You're right. Well, let's see if his house is up for sale to see if.
Hey, now.
What is it? Tua's a
savage.
A savage?
Simo the Savage.
Simo the Savage.
Yeah. Tua the Savage. in neon.
That was quite the turn.
Yeah. Well, picture 60 out of 65. Hour number 3 coming up. Still here on Peacock.
I mean, I don't see Tua going full shutdown Ben Simmons.
He's not going to.
Guy's a competitor.
He won't. The NFL is a totally different animal.
I know, totally different.
That's why what Deshaun Watson was doing before everything came out was very
it was NBA-like.
Unprecedented.
Yeah.
It was very NBA-like. Yeah. And it was working. He was gone.
Oh, he was getting out. Yeah. I mean, if none of that came out, obviously, he'd be on a different team. He'd be dominating.
Already.
He'd be a top 5 quarterback.
I know. He'd be 6 weeks into a potential MVP candidacy.
Yeah, wherever.
Which is why the Dolphins are like, you know what? Let's just grab on hold and just say, you know, the minute that we have no longer have consensus on Tua anymore, let's go and get Deshaun Watson now, and then we'll see what's in the box. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. Like, there's a box, and we'll open it up, and we have no idea what's in there, but they own it now. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.